to the Contenders. I'm your host, Peg Young. I hope you had a very Merry Christmas. Now, this is a time when we look back over the past year, and of course, Shakespeare said that all is well that ends well. Today, we anticipate some great endings as the DUT team is going for their 7th win in a row. Let's see what happens. Let's welcome today's contenders. Thank you very much for joining us. We have the PK team, Ahmad Mukhtar and Ahmad Javed. And of course, PK is the symbol for Pakistan. And of course, these are the letters that we use to identify Pakistan on the internet as well. Yeah. And I hear you guys had some very interesting experiences in Korea. What was the best one?
Well, the best one was during the World Cup, because I was the volunteer in the World Cup and declared as the best foreign volunteer as well.
Wow.
So it was a great experience.
Very impressive. Well, yeah. I hope you have as much fun as you did then today on our Contender Show.
I wish so.
And going against you today, we have the Psycho team, Chu Dong-min and Hwang Jin-guk. Now, Psycho is a very strong sounding name. Why'd you pick that as your team name?
We have two reasons. One reason is that we usually do unusual behaviors what people can understand.
Eccentric,
Yeah, and the other reason is we like Alfred Hitchcock so much, and especially his movie Psycho. That's why we chose this name.
I see. Well, welcome to our stage. Thank you for joining us, and good luck to all of you. In this first section, we'll be giving you 10 multiple choice questions worth 10 points each. You'll be given 5 seconds to answer per question. If you get all 10 correct, then we'll give you 50 bonus points. I hope I get to do that today. And of course, if you're not sure about a certain question, then you can call out chance, and we'll take away 2 of the incorrect choices, and you'll have a better chance of getting it right. Now, PK team, please choose among question sets Q, U, I, and Z.
We'll choose I.
Okay, we'll go with question set I, number 1. Of the following, a tricycle has how many wheels? 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4.
3.
Very easy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Almost too easy.
It's a good start.
And question number 2. Of the following, which is not a weekly magazine? 1, Newsweek, 2, The Economist, 3, Time, 4, Vogue.
4, Vogue.
Question number 3. Of the following, the day of winter solstice occurs in which month of the year? 1, November, 2, December, 3, January, 4, February. If you're not sure, you can call out chance.
2.
Okay, it is in December. And you still have not used chance. And we go into question number 4. Of the following, what breed of dog is Snoopy? 1, Bulldog, 2, Dalmatian, 3, Beagle, 4, Poodle.
Can we take a chance?
Sure. Take away 2 of the incorrect choices. And make your final selection, PK.
Number 4, Poodle.
Oh, Schultz's animal was a beagle. Well, Pakistan, you end with 30 points, but we still have a lot of the quiz ahead, so you can make that up. 30 points. Now, Psycho team, you have Q, U, and Z to choose from.
We choose Q.
Okay, we'll go with question set Q. Question number 1. Of the following, which is not a shape that you can see on a deck of cards? 1, heart, 2, pyramid, 3, diamond, 4, clover.
Number 2.
Good. And we go into question number 2. Pepero Day is a new tradition among the younger generation in Korea. Of the following, when is Pepero Day? 1, January 1st, 2, July 11th, 3, November 11th, 4, December 1st.
Number 3, November 11th.
Pepero is the chocolate-covered stick, like pretzel, that we eat as a snack. Do you like pepero?
Yeah, sure.
And did you exchange pepero with your friends?
No.
It's a thing that lots of kids do, right?
Right.
And we go into question number 3.
Okay.
Of the following, which sports team recently acquired the rights to Korean soccer star Hong Myung-bo? 1. LA Galaxy, 2. LA Dodgers, 3. LA Kings, 4. LA Lakers.
Number 1.
Yes, LA Galaxy is a soccer team, and of course the LA Kings are a hockey team. And we go into question number 4. Of the following, which of the following substances is not biodegradable? 1. Sawdust, 2. Food refuse, 3. Paper, 4. Styrofoam.
We want to use chance.
Okay, we'll take away 2 of the incorrect choices. And Psycho, please make your final selection.
Number 4, styrofoam.
Yes. We made that pretty obvious for you. Of course, styrofoam does not rot away. And we go into question number 5. Of the following, Picasso's work Guernica is based on a city located in which country? 1. Spain, 2. France, 3. Brazil, 4. Switzerland.
Spain. Number 1.
Very good. And you have used chance, but you're halfway through. We go into question 6. Of the following, who did not win the Nobel Peace Prize? 1. Martin Luther King Jr. 2. Yasser Arafat. 3. Dalai Lama. 4. Mahatma Gandhi.
Number 4, Mahatma Gandhi.
And Psycho, you're doing a great job. This is, of course, our end of the year show. What did you feel looking back upon your year was the best thing that happened to you?
In my case, I went to Canada, and I enjoyed the snowboarding. That's the best memory in my
Snowboarding
life.
in Canada. That's wonderful. How about you?
I made a girlfriend.
Ah, you got a girlfriend. Ah, okay. Season's greetings to her. And we go into question number 7. Of the following, panther is another name for what? 1. Cheetah, 2. Jackal, 3. Leopard, 4. Jaguar.
Number 3.
Good. And we go to question number 8. Of the following, which is not a work of a woman writer? 1. Lolita, 2. Interview with a Vampire, 3. Frankenstein, 4. The Harry Potter series.
Number 1. Lolita.
That's right, Lolita. Of course, Vladimir Nabokov, a man, wrote that. And you know that if you get all 10 questions, we give you 50 bonus points. We go into question 9. Of the following, which art movement came first? 1. Photorealism, 2. Pop art, 3. Video art, 4. Context art.
Number 1, photorealism.
The correct answer is pop art, but you end the section in the lead, Psycho, with 80 points. Congratulations. And this second section is where we see how well you work together. We give you a list of 20 words in a pre-chosen category. You, of course, get 100 seconds to go through the entire list. You cannot use the word or phrase that we give you on the board, of course. And PK, if you are ready, please take your position next to me. And PK, you picked trees as your pre-chosen category. Do you have a favorite tree?
Yeah, I like pine trees. But my reason was that for picking trees was that because I like green trees, and we have a wonderful area in Pakistan with lots of trees, and so that was one reason that it's a national color also. So I
really?
that
Pakistan is green. That's great. We learn a little bit more about Pakistan today. And are you ready?
yeah, sure.
Ready? Go.
Starting F, lots of trees.
Flower?
Lots of trees. Many trees. Starting
Forest.
yes. Next. On the stem, starting B. On the stem, starting with B.
Beets.
On that are leaves. Next. Under the ground, starting with R.
Roots.
Yes. Outer side of the stem, starting with B.
Branch.
Covering of stem. Next.
Yes.
Next. The tree which is most common in Pakistan, I mentioned.
Pine.
Yes. Next. Things made from trees, starting with F.
Furniture.
Yes. Next. Cricket bats are made from, starting from W.
Willow.
Yes. Next. Cricket upper part of the wicket, starting with S.
Stamp.
Yes. We eat it and it starts with A. It's a fruit.
Apple.
Yes. Starting with C in desert.
Well, PK, I think you struggled in the beginning because we actually gave you words that were a little bit too easy, and actually that kind of stunned you.
Yeah.
You passed on a few words, actually. You didn't get to cactus, that's what he was getting to. And you didn't do Shel Silverstein's book, The Giving Tree, which we gave you, which is a very pleasant little book.
Yeah.
PK, you end this section with 100 points. And Psycho, if you're ready, please take your position. And well, Korean baseball is your category, and I hear you like it very much. Want to tell us why?
So I like playing baseball and watching the baseball, and I'm a crazy fan of LG Twins.
You like the LG Twins?
Yeah.
Okay, well, the Samsung win must have been painful for you. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Go.
Pitchers.
Glove.
Yeah. What is the hometown of OB and LG?
Seoul.
No. Stadium.
잠실 Stadium.
What is the symbol of LG?
Twins.
What is the championship of Korean Baseball League?
Korean Series.
He hit a home run in the last game of Korean Series.
마혜영.
What is the very big home run? You can get a first call at once.
Pass.
What can I call the 2 games in just one day?
A double hit? Double header?
Yeah. What is the institute of the Korean Baseball League?
KBO.
What is the very famous announcer of baseball? He's very famous, like 신문선.
허구연.
No. KBS.
허구연.
No.
No. 하이성.
Yeah.
Oh.
What is the symbol of New York Yankees? No. Lotte.
Giants.
Very big. When can we start the Korean Baseball League?
When?
When?
In April?
No. The year.
Year. 1982.
What is the lead feature of the Tata?
You're very upset not to get Song Jin-woo, which was what you ended your list on. You passed on Korean series, actually. We couldn't give you the credit for Korean series because you used the word Korean in your hint. And, you know, when the bases are loaded and you hit a home run and you get all those points, that is a Grand Slam. I'm sure you were thinking it, but just didn't come to the tip of your tongue. Well, Saikyu, you end this section actually in the lead again as well. 170 points. Congratulations. Now, this is the section where PK can catch up or Psycho can increase its lead. This is the section where Kim Jin-sung comes out and shares the questions with us. Hi, Jin-sung.
Hi, how are you?
Okay. How is it to end this year?
Well, I'm looking forward to next year because I've just recently got better from a cold and I don't really like cold weather, so I'm thinking of maybe traveling to someplace hot and tropical. Maybe Pakistan, right?
Yeah, maybe.
I have a question for Psycho. You look perfectly normal, actually, and I'm just wondering, can you name one psychotic behavior that people might not understand? Do you dress up like your mothers, like in that movie Psycho? Or?
I think everyone has an instinct to be a psycho in their mind.
I agree with you. I have that same problem, you know. But
it is a difference between the people who can express
their psychosis?
Yeah,
psychosis
or not. But we can't.
So most people repress that.
I feel it coming right now. Like this is
no,
my.
let's
I
repress.
feel it right now. Like, okay, I'm gonna try and repress it right now, but I feel it right now.
Okay, let's repress and have
okay,
fun.
there we go.
Okay, and so what are the rules of this game?
Okay, this next round is a round of 15 non-multiple choice questions. I know you guys didn't do too well the first 2 rounds, but don't worry, there's 450 points in total. The first team that buzzes in can answer, and if that team cannot get the answer right or answer the question at all, then the question will go over to the other team. And each question is worth 30 points. Forgot to mention that. And you have 5 seconds to answer, and when both teams can answer the question, there is a spelling hint.
And of course, please pause before you answer if I have not called your name. Please answer only after I have called out your team name. And of course, you know to buzz in. Yes? Okay. So let's have question number 1.
Okay, question number 1 is about a country. Just over a year since the introduction of euro coins and notes, this country's coins have made their mark in the eurozone. According to its economic capacity, 33% of the issued coins bear an eagle on one of its sides. What is this country that used the mark before the euro?
PK.
Germany?
Yes. Very good, PK. You're on your way to catching up, just 40 points behind now. And let's have question number 2.
Okay, question number 2 is about music. Auction House Christie sold one of this person's tape jam sessions at a New York auction on December 20th. The tape is owned by musician Jimmy Norman, who played with this singer while on a visit to New York in 1968. Who is this Jamaican singer, a pioneer of reggae music?
PK.
Elvis Presley?
Psycho, it's your chance to answer. 5 seconds.
Smokes a lot of pot.
We actually are looking for a Jamaican singer, a pioneer of reggae music. Let's look at the spelling hint. Psycho.
Bob Marley.
And PK, I think you knew that, but
you know how he looks, right? Have you
Yeah,
seen? Yeah, he's very famous. Yeah, I was just wondering why you guys couldn't get it.
and we go into question number 3.
Okay, question number 3 is about a title. Patients whose faces have been seriously disfigured by cancers or burns could be helped by face transplants. In this movie, a psychopathic killer and a detective hunt each other after swapping faces. What is the title of this movie?
Psycho.
Face Off.
And of course, it stars John Travolta and Nicolas Cage, and it's directed by John Woo.
I like that title. It's a double pun, you know, just face off and also face off as in like a, you know, shootout.
It's fun.
Yeah.
And we go on to question number 4.
Okay, question number 4 is astronomy. For the first time, scientists have seen 2 supermassive blanks existing together at the core of the same galaxy. This is an object in space thought to contain a celestial object with such a strong gravitational pull that not even light can escape from it. What is this?
PK. Oh, Psycho.
Black hole?
PK, I know you knew the answer. It just
missed that.
yeah, you got a little nervous, yes?
Yeah.
I know, it is kind of nerve-wracking being on the stage for the first time under the lights, but you'll get used to it. Okay, and we go on to question number 5, please.
Okay, question number 5 is about a writer. The Norwegian Nobel Institute organized a poll that consults 100 authors who were asked to consider the best and most central works in world literature. A romantic satire of the knight Don Quixote won 50% or more votes than any other books polled. Who is the author of this story? Don Quixote.
PK.
Cervantes?
Yes. Miguel de Cervantes wrote Don Quixote. And of course, we all chase windmills, don't we? Of course, you're catching up again. PK, 160 versus Psycho's 260. You can still catch up since we have so many questions ahead. We go to question number 6.
Okay, question number 6 is about an animal. Computer software can help this endangered animal find its ideal mate. The program analyzes the health and bloodlines of this animal in captivity to find the best match, reports the Beijing Star Daily. This is a common name for a bear found in western China. What is this animal?
PK.
Panda.
Or the giant panda is what we would have taken. And we go on to question number 10.
Number 10? Number 7?
Number 7, sorry. Question number 7.
Okay, question number 7 is about a food. Liver cancers will increase in Asia unless more is done to prevent people from becoming infected with worms from eating raw fish, according to scientists in
Psycho.
Illinois.
Sushi.
And of course, this is the raw fish that is topping rice, yes? Sashimi is when you just have the raw fish. Psycho, you are increasing your lead again. PK, you'll have to watch out. We go to question number 8.
Okay, question number 8 is about crime. Last month, an Italian plane became involved in this crime by a mentally ill man.
Psycho.
Hijacking.
Actually, it was headed to Paris, but it had to land in Lyon in France because of this. Of course, everybody got off safely, so that was good. It ended well.
Well, their psychotic buzzing is what's actually killing you, so you should buzz,
Yeah, take
quicker.
the chance, PK.
Take the chance.
Okay.
And we go to question number 9.
Okay, question number 9 is about a computer. About computers. This is used in reference to integrated circuits.
PK. PK?
Kodak.
Yes. You are very anxious to share that answer with us. You are 100 points behind PK right now, and I want to remind you that it only serves you if you pause and wait for me to call out your team name before you share the answer with us. So we go on to the next question.
Okay, question number 10 is about a mascot. China announced their mascot for the 2003 Chinese Women's World Cup, which is modeled after this girl. To save her father from death in the army, this Chinese girl secretly goes in his place and becomes one of China's greatest heroes. What is the name of this girl whose story was made into an animated movie?
Psycho.
Mulan?
Yes, and we go on to question number 11.
Okay, question number 11 is about color. Pensioners in cities who are lucky enough to live near this colored open spaces tend to live much longer than those stuck in the concrete jungle. Scientists recommend...
PK.
Green.
And of course, we learned today that it is also Pakistan's color.
And you guys will probably live for a long time. Yeah.
And we go on to question number 12.
Okay, number 12 is about a company. Next time you look up into the sky, don't be surprised if you see a pelican. Not the bird, but rather an advanced concept plane that is known as the largest aircraft ever produced.
PK.
Boeing.
Yes. Of course, Boeing is famous for its 747s. Yeah. Yes, and we go on to question number 13.
Okay, question number 13 is about weather. Scientists in Canada have found that the west of the country has warmed significantly over the last 150 years.
Psycho.
El Nino.
PK, it's your chance to answer, and we'll finish the question.
The evidence comes from a study of this accumulation on the mountains. The buildup of this has been most marked over the last decade. What are these ice crystal flakes?
PK, 5 seconds. Think about it, ice crystal flakes, and we'll look at the spelling hint. So easy, guys. Psycho.
Snow?
Yeah.
They thought the questions would be progressively harder. And
Yeah, it was so easy.
Yeah, incredulous, right? Yeah. What snow is the answer we were going for. And we go on to question number 14.
Okay, question number 14 is about geography. A volcanic island submerged for more than 170 years could soon reappear. The underwater volcano last emerged from the sea in 1831.
Psycho.
Atlantis?
PK, it's your chance to answer, and please finish the question.
The top of the volcanic island lies about 8 meters below the water surface. What is this island in southern Italy whose volcano erupted this year as well?
PK, 5 seconds.
Sicily?
PK.
Sicily?
And we go on to our last question.
Okay, question number 15 is about a person. Alma, the wife of this person, stopped him from running for president in 1996.
PK.
Is Colin Powell?
He is, of course, the first African-American Secretary of the United States as well. This was a very close game. You end just 40 points apart, but Psycho, you win this final round. And with that, it means that Psycho, you get to go on to face the DE team for their 7th win in a row. Now, PK, I know you're very happy to be here and have fun with us. Was it as fun as the World Cup cheering?
Yeah, it was fun, and I mean, unfortunately, we couldn't win because we were having exams for the last 1 month, and it involved a lot of research papers and so on. So actually, we couldn't coordinate. And for that speed quiz, actually, we got to know each other. I mean, we were finalized for this quiz just 2 days before this program. So actually, it was sort of miscoordination on our part. And I think we should apologize for the Pakistani fans. I mean, this is not good on our part.
There's no need. I mean,
Oh
if
no,
you
you guys did. If you had no practice and you've
Yeah.
performed like this, you did
Actually,
a great
it was
job.
due to exams mainly.
And then we are supposed to go back early, so it was more of a fun exercise for us
Yeah,
than
not
any
than
than a very serious effort.
Well,
on
I'm
our
glad
part.
you could have fun here. Do you have any words for the supporters back home? Since it is the end of the year.
Yeah, it's end of the year, and I wish that, I mean, actually this was not a very good year for Pakistan and particularly for whole of the world due to these political issues. But I wish that the next year could be good for Pakistanis, because what I can say on this platform is that Pakistan is not that country. I mean, there are many myths about Pakistan. So we, the Pakistani peoples, want to remove all these myths. Let's come to realities, and for all over the world, let's come to peace. And I mean, let's struggle for the progress of the world, not to get into the fights and disputes.
Peace and progress. We all
Peace
hope
and
for that.
progress, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now, Psycho, wow, this is going to be a tough game for you. You're going to go against the DE team next. They're going for their 7th win. You've seen them. They're very good. Well, what do you have?
We do our best. That's all.
All right. We'll see you in a minute. Team, and now let us call back out the DE team. Philip Lee and Eric Ta, it's nice to have you back. This is, of course, your 7th time on our stage, meaning this is your attempt at win number 7 in a row. It's good to see you guys. Of course, you brought lots of supporters with you today, your students actually from your school, as well as our old members, the Soul Searchers. It's good to see you guys. Welcome back. Now, Soul Searchers, I know you had fun with your 6 wins in a row. Well, do you have any last words of wisdom for the DE team going for their 7th?
Well, don't lose to them. We're here to support you, so good luck.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming. of course, we have the team, and this is, of course, very exciting for you. We're closing out the year with you guys. What words do you have to share with us?
I'd just like to say hello to my friends back home in Australia. I'll see you in a couple of weeks, all two of you. So, yeah, I'll see you soon.
All right, and you?
We just want to say thank you to all of our supporters and our school for allowing us to come here, and to Arirang TV for having us.
Well, thank you for coming. A nice Psycho team. This is pretty intimidating to go against the DE team on their attempt at 7 in a row, but you know, you showed some will back there, so we'll see what happens today. Let's get on to the final section. And of course, in this section, we give you 5 categories of 5 questions each, worth 10 to 50 points each. What are our categories today?
Okay, this week's categories are conflicts in 2002, fire, first words, economic mind, and winter sports.
All very interesting categories. If you get the question right, you get to pick the next question. If you get it wrong, the chance to answer goes over to your opponents. And I get to pick question number 1, and that is conflicts in 2002 for 10 points. This person said there would be an attack on the U.S. which would leave thousands dead more than a year. Duh.
Osama bin Laden?
Of course, he said this before the September 11th attacks, and of course, the U.S. State Department calls him, quote, one of the most significant sponsors of Islamic extremist activities in the world today. Duh, you're already on the board, off to a strong start. Psycho, I want to encourage you to take the chance and buzz in, and Duh, you get to choose.
Conflicts for 20?
Okay, conflicts in 2002 for 20 points. This country was a Portuguese colony from the early 16th century. Duh.
Macau?
Psycho, it's your chance to answer, and I'll finish the question. Portuguese colony from the early 16th century until 1975. In 1999, its people voted to become an independent nation, and the territory was subsequently placed under the administration of the UN as it transitioned to complete independence. This signified the end of the conflict with Indonesia, which claimed it as a province from 1976 to 1999. It became a fully independent republic in May of 2002. What is this country in Southeast Asia? Psycho, 5 seconds. Psycho.
East Timor?
Good to see you on the board. Psycho, you're in the lead, and you get to choose.
Winter sports?
10 points.
Winter sports for 10 points.
Hello, my name is Lee Kyung-jin, and I work at Jisan Ski and Board School. Winter is a season when we need to exercise more. We can also see snow in this season, so it's more exciting. However, we must always remember safety and warm clothing. Well, let's solve some questions. Introduced at the 1998 Winter Olympics, there are 3 basic types in this.
Duh.
Snowboarding?
Yeah. Of course, there are 3 basic types in this sport: freestyle, carving, and freeride. Do you snowboard?
Yeah.
It's a fun sport.
I went to Jisan last weekend, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I see. And of course, it's very dangerous. It can be, can it?
Yeah, I suppose so sometimes.
yeah.
No more dangerous than skiing, you know, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, at least you have poles to kind of even it out in skiing, whereas in snowboarding, you just have to do it all
Oh
over
man, I have hit myself with that pole one too many times, like, you know.
Okay, well, the score is even now, and you get to choose.
Winter sports for 20?
Winter sports for 20 points.
This question is multiple choice. Short track speed skating is done pack style. This means that during races, there are 4 to 6 skaters on the track at the same time. It makes short track more exciting to watch than long track. Here's the question. In short track speed skating, a racer wins if this part of his or her body enters first.
Duh.
His foot will skate.
Of course, we were going to give you choices, but yes, the foot And of course, the Korean team used this to advantage in the last games, and of course, the world followed. And
I just have a question. Right? Do you know about the rules?
Very vaguely, but it seemed like.
But with a foot. So what did they? So when they finished, I thought they finished like this.
no, they actually extend the foot to make sure that they get their skate in first. Yes.
So wouldn't it be faster if you like kind of slid and just kind of like went like this?
Actually, I think going in forward actually proves
it's
faster.
Probably faster, huh? Okay.
Duh, you get to choose.
Yeah, conflicts in 2000 for 40.
Okay, conflicts in 2002 for 40 points. Last month, at least 220 people were killed in clashes between Muslims and Christians in Nigeria. Before that, Isioma Daniel wrote an article in response to Muslim objections to Nigeria's hosting of the Miss World Beauty contest, saying that the Prophet Muhammad might have chosen to marry one of the beauty queens. On November 26th, Islamic authorities issued this, urging Muslims to kill her for insulting the Prophet Muhammad. Duh.
A fatwa?
And of course, this is an Islamic decree issued by an Islamic leader. Very good. Duh, you get to choose.
Conflicts in 2002 for 50.
Okay, closing out the category conflicts in 2002 for 50 points. On June 26, 2002, an appeals court ruled that this person cannot be tried for alleged war crimes in Belgium. The case had been brought by survivors of the 1982 massacre of hundreds of Palestinians at refugee camps in Lebanon. They claimed that he was responsible for the massacre. Duh.
Ariel Sharon?
And of course, the Belgian court said that it was inadmissible under the law. And of course, Israel hailed the decision, whereas the Palestinians said that this was supporting him or giving him the green light for his military policies. And you get to choose again.
How about economic mind for 10?
Economic mind for 10 points.
For 10 points. Recently, novels about famous economists have become popular as texts for lecture. One of them is Jonathan White's Saving Blank, an academic suspense novel in which this classical economist rises from the dead to reveal a dire warning to today's world. He is best known for The Wealth of Nations, a magnificent contribution.
Duh.
Adam Smith?
That's right, of course. Wealth of Nations helped us understand world markets as they work together, and of course, he is called the father of modern economics. Psycho, I want to encourage you to take the chance anyway. You got to buzz in quickly. The Duh team's pretty used to it, so they buzz in pretty quickly too. Duh, you get to choose.
Economic mind for 20?
Economic mind for 20 points.
The World Economic Forum's Global Competitiveness Report is clearly on the side of the microeconomists. While sound macroeconomic policies are a necessary condition, they are not sufficient to deliver a strong economy. Microeconomists rejects this. This is the free market economic approach espoused by U.S. President Ronald Reagan, involving cuts in taxes and social spending together with the regulation of the domestic markets. What is this?
Duh.
Reaganism. Reaganism?
Psycho.
Reaganomics?
Close, but Reaganomics was what we were going for. And Psycho. It's good to see you on the board. Psycho, you get to choose.
Economic mind 30 points.
Economic mind for 30 points.
For 30 points. The term Fordism is derived from the assembly line process developed for building automobiles by the early Ford Motor Company. During much of the 20th century, most manufacturing employees worked on the assembly line. An important distinction between labor and other inputs is that employees have the ability to develop innovative solutions, to produce problems, and to learn new skills. This is a collection of skills and knowledge that employees possess. What is this?
There are two words. First one involves who does this action. And of course, the second is what we would call another word for money. Duh.
Labor capital?
Psycho, 5 seconds. Psycho.
CEO's asset?
Duh, you were very close. I'll give you guys 5 seconds. Duh.
What's another word for labor? People capital.
Psycho, 5 seconds. Psycho.
Venture capital?
Nope. We're going for human capital. Oh, close. And I'll choose next. We will go with Economic Mind for 40 points.
For 40 points. The European Commission has fined French building materials giant Lafarge and 3 other companies 478 million euros for fixing the price of plasterboard, a common building material which controls 80% of the European market. This is an alliance of business companies allied by an agreement to fix prices.
Duh. Psycho, it's your chance to answer, and he'll finish the question.
I'll finish the question first, and you can answer. Allied by an agreement to fix prices, limit supply, divide markets, or to fix quotas for sales, manufacture, or division of profits among the member firms. What is this?
Psycho, 5 seconds. Psycho.
Cartel.
And Psycho, you get to choose.
So Economic Mind, 50 points.
Economic Mind for 50 points.
For 50 points. If you visit a BMW exhibit hall, you may see Sony digital TVs as well. This is an innovative co-marketing ploy that makes use of the fact that customers for luxury cars and high-technology appliances are mostly the same. It takes advantage of this. This is the working together of companies, especially when the result is greater than the sum of their...
Duh.
Synergy.
Yes. And of course, we often refer to this synergy effect. And you get to choose.
Winter sports? Yeah. Winter sports for 30?
Winter sports for 30 points.
This person always wear a good luck necklace that her grandmother gave her. She won her first world title in 1996 at the age of 15. The one honor to have eluded her so far, an Olympic gold medal, was on her mind as she competed at the Winter Games in Salt Lake City, in which she won the bronze medal. At the 1998 Olympic Games in Nagano, she was relegated to the silver medal. At the age of 22, she is one of the most venerated female figure skaters of all time.
Psycho.
MatchⅠ?
So now she has the bronze and the silver. All she's got to go get is the gold. And of course, Psycho, you are catching up. Psycho, you get to choose.
Winter sports for 40 points.
Winter sports for 40 points.
This sport was originally named the military patrol, but it was changed after World War II. This is a winter sport in which competition...
Duh.
Biathlon?
Yeah. And of course, this is the 2 contests, of course, the winter sport in which competitors cross-country ski over a prepared course and then pause at intervals to shoot at targets. And you get to choose.
Okay, winter sports for 50.
Closing out the category, winter sports for 50 points.
On June 19th, 1999, the selection of the host city of the 2006 Winter Olympic Games took place. Immediately after, the 2 finalist cities were selected among 6 finalists. To prevent repetition of the Salt Lake City scandal, Irish members were banned from visiting the city vying for the 2006 Games. The vote was put to the full Irish session by secret ballot, which was televised for the first time. What is this city which will host the 2006 Winter Olympic Games?
Duh.
Turin?
Yeah, Torino. Of course, Italy. And we close out that category. Duh, you get to choose.
Fire for 10.
Fire for 10 points.
For 10 points. During the 7th Busan International Film Festival, Chang Sun-woo's Resurrection of Blank was shown. 4 years in the making and costing $10 million, this was the most expensive Korean movie ever made, and it is a modern version of Hans Andersen's story. A poor girl lights her matches to try to keep her dreams alive on New Year's Eve.
Psycho.
Matchseller Guard?
Duh, it's your chance to answer, and please finish the question.
Her final vision is of her grandmother taking her away. What is the title of this fairy tale?
Duh. 5 seconds. Duh.
Little match girl.
Yeah. The girl actually sells lighters instead of matches in this very novel tale.
Oh, that was very original.
Okay. And you get to choose.
Fire for 20.
Okay, fire for 20 points.
Okay, something brighter. Bad joke. All right, for 20 points. When did humans first discover fire? According to one legend, this titan saved the human race.
Psycho.
Prometheus.
Yeah, Prometheus. Because he warned his son Deucalion of a great flood, and of course he is credited with having brought fire to man. And Psycho, you get to choose.
Fire 30 points.
Fire for 30 points.
I like this section. For 30 points. On September 2nd, 1666. Ooh, the unlucky 66.
Duh.
The Great Fire of London.
Ooh.
Yeah. And of course it broke out at the King's Bakery, and then it spread across the city.
You had that date memorized,
Yeah,
right?
1666.
It's just a walking encyclopedia.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
5 days of fire, and it destroyed Shakespeare's beloved city. And you get to choose.
Fire for 40.
Fire for 40 points.
By this person's time, Empedocles' view that there are 4 basic elements, which are earth, air, fire, and water, had been generally accepted.
Duh.
Oh, jeez. Aristotle.
Yeah. Well, maybe your partner is right, a walking encyclopedia. You don't even need our hints. Of course, this Aristotle also thought that there was a 5th element, aether, which
Ether.
he believed, which he believed to be the main constituent of the celestial bodies. Of course, he's a Greek philosopher and scientist. You get to choose.
Can we close fire for?
Sure, closing out the category of fire, 50 points.
During thunderstorms, the air between the clouds and the ground becomes electrically charged. The name of this phenomenon is from a Christian martyr and the patron saint of sailors. During rough weather, seamen interpreted this blue glow around the tops of the masts as a sign of his protection. This is a beautiful, eerie form of atmospheric electricity that usually appears in stormy weather around church spires, sailing masts, and airplane wings. What is this?
Duh.
Ball lightning.
Psycho, 5 seconds. It is actually the title of the movie starring Rob Lowe and Demi Moore. St. Elmo's Fire was what we were going for. And I get to choose, and of course, I've been waiting for you guys to pick this because this is my favorite category. First words for 10 points. Quote, all children except one grow up, end quote. This little boy refuses to grow up. After he teaches Wendy and her younger brothers how to fly, the children go to Never Never Land. Duh.
Peter Pan.
And of course, James M. Barrie wrote this book in 1904, and of course the boy's name is Peter Pan. Duh, you get to choose.
Words, first words were 20?
First words for 20 points. Quote, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times, it was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. It was the epoch of belief, it was the epoch of incredulity. It was the season of light, it was the season of darkness. It was the spring of hope, it was the winter of despair, end quote. The litany of high-flown dualisms in the opening lines of A Tale of Two Cities is often parodied. Who is this author? One of the greatest English novelists. Duh.
Charles Dickens.
Yes, of the 19th century, of course. And you get to choose.
First words for 30?
First words for 30 points. Quote, all happy families are alike. Each unhappy family is unhappy in its own way, end quote. In this novel, Leo Tolstoy explored psychologically into his character's torment and passion. A young elite woman married to a powerful government minister falls in love. Duh.
Anna Karenina. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Anna Karenina, of course, is the woman who falls in love with this dashing count, and of course, when he falls out of love with her, she throws herself before a train. And you get to choose again.
First words for 40?
First words for 40 points. Quote, The drought had lasted now for 10 million years, and the reign of the terrible lizards had long since ended, end quote. Although it sounds like the SF world of a different planet, the drought and the reign of terrible lizards took place on Earth, as imagined in Arthur C. Clarke's novel. He wrote the story of 2001, while motion picture director Stanley Kubrick directed the celebrated film with the same name, Psycho.
2001 Odyssey.
Duh, it's your chance to answer, and I'll finish the question. Kubrick directed the celebrated film of the same name, but the two collaborated on both projects. What is the title of this book and movie? Duh.
2001 A Space Odyssey.
You needed the correct title. Psycho, I know you knew the answer. And of course, we have just one question left on this board. We go with first words for 50 points. Quote, as Gregor Samsa awoke one morning from uneasy dreams, he found himself transformed in his bed into a gigantic insect, end quote. These opening lines of Franz Kafka's novella are among the most unsettling and the most famous. Psycho.
Bernard Berbere.
Duh, it's your chance to answer, and I'll finish the question. Most unsettling and the most famous in 20th century literature, the detached tone with which Kafka describes Gregor Samsa's strange transition into a gigantic insect helps to underscore the novel's themes of helplessness and alienation. Duh.
Oops. The Fly. Sorry.
Actually, I'll finish. What is the title of this story? And you both have 5 seconds. Duh.
I only know one Kafka novel, so The Castle.
Psycho, 5 seconds. Psycho.
Change.
Actually, we're going for The Metamorphosis. And with that, the team wins 7 times in a row. Congratulations!
Various prizes are awaiting our winning contenders. Your first win will take you on a trip to Jeju Island. Your second win to Japan. Your third win will take you to China. And on your fourth win, you'll win a trip to Southeast Asia. On your fifth win, a trip to Hawaii. Your sixth win, a trip to the United States. And on your seventh win, you'll take the grand prize of a tour of Europe. We hope many of you join us.
Congratulations, the team! You have now tickets to travel to Europe. Tickets to travel to Europe, you guys.
Yeah, tickets to Europe.
And of course, this is a wonderful way to close out this year of 2002 and to go into the next. Now, what do you have to share with us, the people who've been supporting you throughout these 7 games?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. It's been a great experience, and
congratulations again. And now, Psycho team, I know you put up a pretty tough fight, actually, but it proved to be a pretty tough game because Duh had been here so many times before, and you get used to pressing the buzzer and kind of guessing what we're going to look for. Psycho, I know you have supporters back home, and this is the end of the year. Do you have any special things to share with those supporters back home?
Well, as I said, I went to final round, and I think I got 5 in final round, so I'm just satisfied with that, and don't blame me not to go to Jeju.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us, and congratulations again, the team, on your 7 wins in a row. And with that, we have a wonderful close of the year 2002 with a new 7-time winner, entry into the Hall of Fame. Thank you very much for spending this year with us, and see you next year. Bye-bye.